Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cerulean Roll. I am joined, as always, by my two lovely co-hosts. If you guys would like to say hi.
Hello, I'm Jamsy and I play Nanette Silkenthorn.
Hello, I'm Crow and I play Adric and Mako.
Imagine
And
if one
let's...
day we just said we didn't want to introduce ourselves. How crazy would that
Yeah,
be?
I'm
Nuh-uh.
tired. I'm tired. I don't want to introduce myself at all.
I'm tired.
You will address me only as the Eldritch
Don't even
creature
address me,
in the
bro.
call. Don't even address me.
Don't even address me. I'm disassociating right now. Bye.
I'm out of
I'm in
here.
another plane of existence.
Adric does a peace sign and he fades away. Nanette, she just disappears in the blink of an eye. You just hear,
She makes the she just makes a
Yeah.
cartoony pop sound effect. Yeah, like that.
and yeah. All right, now let's get right into the recap. Last session, our heroes continued their day of sail. Nanette assisted Eldoris in sailing to avoid danger. Meanwhile, Adric went to ask May for a favor. May complied, but on one stringent condition. Adric now has to come to May before any stupid ideas. However, after being so enamored by the animals that May turned into, he didn't even end up drawing. May then asked for Adric's assistance in learning slightly more aggressive spells. And after being shown an Eldritch Blast, May reached deep inside of himself and formed a new spell, Moonbeam. However, amidst the showcase, they went to go look for a dummy for target practice. But to their shock and frank horror, they were faced with a shivering, shaking dummy covered in blackened liquid. Adric suddenly had the idea of gifting the dummy a poncho, which ended up backfiring so horribly, awakening the dummy further, which it sprung into battle. After knocking out both Nanette and May, the dummy continued to be destroyed in a crackling inferno. May promptly retired to his room after this and sat alone, sobbing until Nanette and Adric came to comfort him. But he was unresponsive to the comfort. And where we ended our session last, Adric, you went to your room and faced a horror of unimaginable magnitude. And you now shoot up in the middle of the night from these horrors.
I love facing the horrors in a horror-striking plane of existence. Okay.
Imagine if that's how we woke up. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that's pretty much how he would wake up, so that makes sense. How am I gonna go back to sleep after that? Because, oh my goodness gracious.
You definitely feel jittery, like the awakeness, the visceralness of that nightmare. You have the last image of that nightmare stuck in your head, which was a beaten down and battered Mako under rubble, saying, "Can you save me?"
Yeah, that's not the best thing to see in your nightmares.
Not at all.
No.
And what do you do?
It's a really good question. That's a pretty terrifying dream. Do I seek comfort or do I try to go back to sleep?
Adric, you would know that Eldoris is like perpetually awake on these seas.
Right.
But you can't really tell how much time has passed since you can't see the moon out of the window. You just see that slightly duller red horizon with those speckles of black in it.
Maybe I'll go seek comfort from Eldoris.
You click open your door slowly, and you creep out into the halls. And as you walk into the halls, you see that May's door is still shut, but you see that there is this ambient light emanating from the underside of his doorway.
That's okay. I'm not gonna bother him.
You're not going to bother him? All right. You begin to walk up these stairs and proceed straight upwards to meet with Eldoris. Eldoris looks very... He's not sailing the ship anymore, which is strange. You see that the anchor is tossed over the side of the ship, the sails are rolled up, and he is sitting there looking at something on his hand.
Eldoris, did you
Oh.
stop the ship?
Yes, there was an island close by. I decided that we should maybe stay here for the night. And
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, just in case you guys want to venture out, get some land for once.
That's fair.
As he's saying that, he's putting something away. He's putting that thing in his hand away into his, like, little orange sash.
Are you looking at something?
Yeah, something that reminds me of the past.
Oh. In a good way or a bad way?
Honestly, can't tell anymore. It's getting worse by the day, but before it was something fond for me.
I see.
Well, what are you doing awake?
I didn't like what I saw in my nightmare.
Nah. Well, come and tell me about it.
Eldoris pats the wood next to him.
Edric walks over and sits down.
You sit down, the wood creaks under you, and Eldoris just looks at you, eagerly waiting for you to talk.
Oh, alright, so... Starting off, we already know everything that has been happening, and then... we're all trying to save Mako, of course.
Yes, of course.
But things have been getting quite stressing, and it's not very nice here at all. Even though I've been here before, but I can never get used to it.
Eldoris does a nod, and he's like,
Well, yes, this place is dangerous as ever. Even I, who lived here for a short time, is not used to it as well.
Yeah, things here are not very friendly compared to the world we live in normally.
Yeah. This world is
Well-
a corrupt one.
Yes, quite literally. I don't know how a sun can shine on my eyes here when there is no sun.
Yes, that was quite the miracle.
he says that, like, questioning himself.
Is it really a miracle? I don't know.
More of a curse.
Quite literally. That sun haunts me everywhere I go, but that's besides the point. Well, after yesterday, things just mentally got worse for me, and I started having nightmares about the occurrences, things that could happen to Mako.
Well, I understand if you're starting to doubt yourself right now. But that doubt's gonna be short-lived, okay?
He pats you on your back and he goes,
I think, currently, if you think about it, Mako's safer than the rest of us right now.
It really depends, but I guess, yeah, that might be the case for now.
For now. And hopefully Kyberian doesn't do anything to him, and if he does, we will kill him. Well, we'll probably
No
do that either way.
hesitation. Oh, yeah, definitely. After the things he's done to everyone, honestly.
Yeah,
All he does
But-
is ruin everyone's lives.
right you are. But the reason I say that Mako is probably safer there is because, well, Kyberian's a very strong person, and I don't think even creatures here will want to mess with him.
Right.
So, we can have that at least, but he's a threat for another day.
Yeah. I guess so.
And he's a threat that I think we will be able to deal with. We'll get stronger and stronger while we're out on these seas, together, as a family.
Yeah, of course. Let's just try not to run into more things. We already caused too much trouble for me.
Yeah, I heard his,
Yeah, we did
his
too.
screaming, yes. Well, we'll try our best to accommodate for May. I know
Yeah.
everything is really new for him, and sometimes it slips my mind because, you know, the rest of you acclimated so fast.
Right, but with the situations he lived in, he was slightly safer there than with us in this current situation.
Yeah. Well, I hope he knows that we can be reliable. Although dangerous, we can be reliable.
I'm doing my best to control myself. I have too many impulsive urges.
Me too. Me too. It's hard not to do things out on a whim, especially when you're a pirate. That you just
Right.
you have the whole world at your disposal.
Yeah.
About your anxieties. It'll be okay, and we're gonna get him very soon, okay?
Yeah. I guess so.
he rubs your back.
Thanks for hearing me out here.
It's no problem. If you have anything else, anything at all, you can always come to me. I'm the only one who doesn't really get any rest around here. Sleep-wise.
I guess it's kind of cool. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
Then
It's
I would've-
nice.
I'd be kind of mad if I couldn't eat, like, really yummy foods.
Yeah, but I enjoy it in my own way. Seeing you
Yeah.
all eat so happily, it just makes me happy.
I guess that's a positive way to put it.
As long as my family's well fed and enjoying themselves, that's all that matters. We just need to get the rest of the family together.
Yeah. Might take a little bit of time, but we'll definitely be doing our best.
We'll be giving it our 110, right?
Yeah.
He holds out his fist for you to fist bump.
I remember doing these, and he fist bumps Eldoris.
You fist bump Eldoris, and he goes,
You know. Maybe I'll hand this to you for now. It
Hmm?
may make you feel better.
he reaches in for that object that he was fiddling with, and he pulls out the broken center of a compass, the thing that points in the direction. and tied to it is a little red string.
Oh. Does this lead somewhere special?
It doesn't lead anywhere. And that's the point.
Huh.
You have to break away from fate and just enjoy yourself and continue on. Sometimes the red strings lead you in places you don't want to go, and you have to sever them.
That's a pretty cool way to put it. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, if fate tries to steer us in a way we don't like, we'll cut that string and make a new one.
Thank you.
He nods.
And he goes, "It's no big deal. I'm sure that'll bring you more comfort than it's bringing me."
Well, I guess it could help.
And Adric, what do you do now?
Maybe I can try to go back to sleep.
You say goodnight to Aldoris and continue down on. And as you walk into your room, you open the door up. And as you lay in bed, you hold this compass part in your hand. And it does bring you a sense of calmness. You feel like you can begin to figure things out your own way. And that comfort helps lull you into a deep sleep, along with the rocking of the waves.
Es hora de mimir.
And you take a long rest. And as time begins to pass and the night fades into a brilliant and shining morning, you guys wake up.
Splendid.
Yay.
And as you wake up, who is waking up first? I could assume Nanette, because slept peacefully.
Yeah.
Probably yes.
Wakey, wakey. It's time for school. But not for school.
Yeah.
Wakey, wakey, it's time for pirate.
Time for pirate.
What, what's it looking like outside, if there's anything different?
Outside. You see that outside is pouring. Like this.
Oh.
It's like laying on further this, like, these black particles that have always been around. It is almost so thick that it is creating a veil, and it's a little hard to see outside. You can see through this, like, hailstorm of these black particles, there are slight differences in the sky. The red tone has shifted to a more cool orange. And you do get a good view of the island. You're facing it.
Oh. What does it look like?
You, beyond this onslaught of blackened particles, you see that there is a lush-looking island. The foliage of Shadowfell is very different. I'm gonna have you roll me a perception check to try to look through this onslaught.
Okay. Not great.
You try to squint and look through and try to peer past all of this rain. And you can't really make out the exact imagery of what you're seeing, especially since some of this rain is pelting against the window.
Yeah.
It's leaving this like ashen residue on the
Well,
window.
that's what going outside is for, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that being said, I'm going to step out of my room.
You click open your door. You see a tired looking Callius is on his way stumbling into his own room.
Oh,
Yeah. Good morning.
good morning. Have you gotten any rest?
He looks visibly tired.
No, I can't trust myself with rest right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if I get any sleep, I might do something I don't want to do.
Oh.
That sounds a little ominous. Well, all right.
Very ominous.
Very, very ominous. Just being absolutely upfront with my current situation. I wasn't born a vampire. I think you can tell from my paw. I was made into one,
Oh. Right.
and I get hunger sometimes.
Oh. I see. Yeah.
It's okay though. I don't drink blood. That's not me. I drink dreams.
Dreams.
Yes, I consume dreams.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I was smelling some horrid ones from Adric's room, but so
Oh,
that kind
no.
of kept me down.
Yeah, I can see why.
Well, I'm gonna just take a rest in the room. If you guys are looking for me for anything, I'll be there.
All right. Have a good rest, Callius.
He nods and he opens the door and he looks visibly weak. He is like shaking.
Oh.
And he opens the door
Poor
and closes
guy.
it.
Well, I guess I'll just make my way above deck then.
You continue upwards to the top of the deck. You see Eldoris is doing some limber stretches as he's up here.
Good morning, Nanette.
Good morning, Eldoris. I noticed there was a downpour happening outside.
Yeah.
You see Eldoris has like his hair has gone from like a bleak blonde to completely black.
Huh. That's an interesting look.
I don't like it. I don't really like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel very Eldoris.
Yeah, I feel like I want to sing songs straight from my heart. In the depressing sense.
Oh. That's an interesting way to put that.
Yeah. I'm surrounded by so much gloom, I hate it.
Yeah, I know.
It's the last thing I need right now.
I miss, sunlight.
Sunlight was good. The people who acted like some sunlight was good.
Yeah. And, this island. Is there anything of importance here?
Well, not from what I know. It looks like there are a couple of homes here, a small village. But I didn't really take a look because I figured that if you guys wanted to walk onto this island, it could be a nice break from the monotony of sailing.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Plus, if
suppose
we could
that's
find
true.
food.
Oh, yeah, that would be very nice. I'm not sure if the ocean here would be a very good source.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the land too much either, but uh, if there's
Yeah,
anything we can get.
I just hope there isn't any danger awaiting us, but you can never be too sure, I guess.
You know, from how this place has been treating us consistently for days on end, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to run into something.
Right. Considering everything that happened yesterday, I'm not sure if anyone is really in the mood to run into any more danger if we can help it.
Yeah, you're right. You're really right.
And Eldoris does like kind of look behind you and he goes,
Well, at least we don't have to worry about pirates for the time being. They're all the way across the horizon.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I wonder whatever happened to those zombies.
What were their names again?
Gert,
Gert.
they had weird names.
Oh, I think one of them was Yurt. Gert Yurt.
And what was it? Skort?
So, Squirt. That sounds
Oh,
right.
right.
Yurt, Gert, Squirt.
They rhyme. That's interesting.
I wonder if they coordinated that after they died or before they died.
They had to have. There's no way. That would be a really crazy coincidence.
It's comical, even. Yurt, Gert, and Squirt.
Something really must have brought them together.
Perhaps fate shined on them. Friends until death and even after.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go wake up Adric?
Oh, yeah, I could do that. I heard that he didn't really have the best time sleeping last night.
Oh, absolutely not. He came to me, feeling a little upset, and I tried my best to cheer him up, but, I don't know if I did the best job.
I'm sure you did. You usually do.
Yes, and, while you're down there, see if May and Callius would like to come with us.
I actually talked to Callius a little bit ago, and he looked, well, exhausted, to say the least. Well, he said if we needed him for anything, we could come to him, but I don't know if he would be very up to it right now.
Oh, okay, I understand. Well, I guess at least see if May wants to come.
All right. And I'm
And,
gonna go back down.
you proceed down the hatch. And Nanette, I will say you're also getting that like blackened hue to your hair from all of this. Like,
Oh my
it's-
god, Edgelord Nanette.
usually, even your horn's turning a little black. Usually,
no.
it's like they disintegrate as they hit the floor. They don't really pool around. But right now, it's a little watery and a little ashy at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's causing a little dye effect on your hair and your clothes even.
Oh, yeah. I'm turning evil.
You're turning evil, your evil arc.
Alright, I guess
Then that's gonna
first,
cast End Universe.
No, not End Universe. I've had enough. Okay,
Alright.
I'm gonna knock on Adric's door first.
You knock on Adric's door. Adric, you perk up a little bit You feel like you got a really good sleep. You didn't have bad dreams per se. You didn't dream of anything really.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, is it already time to wake up? Oh, you look. I mean, doesn't look that bad.
Huh? Oh,
It's like a
right.
really dark style.
Yeah. It's an unintentional new look, I guess.
You guys are gonna look like me.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna be like
Well,
twins or something.
monochrome for today it is then.
Right.
Right, Oh, we said it at the same time.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Oh, right, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Island time, I suppose?
Maybe I'm a little unsure, to be honest.
That's really fair because the place we are on right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to look, but I also, it's a little risky.
It also could hurt to look. That's the problem.
Yes, quite literally.
Right.
Were you able to take like a good look into it? Well,
Oh, right. I could have gotten a better look up deck, but it's a little hard to see through the rain happening. I'm not really sure what it is.
oh, is that what dyed your hair?
Yeah. It
Huh.
happened to doors too.
Do you think it's gonna make me look like really scary because I'm already dark looking?
Maybe. You might just look like a shadow.
I'm gonna turn into
bird.
an yeah. Hopefully I don't scare someone with that.
It might be better if you do here.
You know what? Yeah, that is a good point.
Alright.
I'm gonna instill fear in people. Oh, what were you gonna do?
Oh, I was gonna go, see if May was awake too.
Oh. I don't know if he's okay right now.
I don't know.
Do you guys head to May's room?
Yeah.
Is there okay? As you guys begin to walk over to his room,
Nanette?
it's a short walk.
I think you should do it.
To knock on his door?
You're like the most comforting presence. I don't think seeing me is a good idea.
Well, okay. I hope the new hair isn't too jarring.
I don't know.
Alright, is there anything happening underneath his door now?
As you look underneath his door, you do see these little glowing little lights. It looks like a flickering ambient of yellow light.
Oh, he still has that.
What is that?
I guess maybe he used that to comfort himself or something.
Maybe. Perhaps it's like a nightlight of sorts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, you should
Alright.
probably check in on him then.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on his door gently.
You knock on his door, and you don't hear a response back immediately. But after a moment, you hear, "Yes, what is it?"
Do you want to get up, or do you want to stay in bed?
He opens the door slightly. "It depends. What are you?" He looks at your hair. "I'm good."
No, okay, this is just from stuff raining outside. It's not anything crazy happening. We did.
As you say outside, he looks over at his window and you get a good view of his room. And you see that it is completely different at the moment.
Oh.
You see that there are vines creeping up the sides of the walls. You see that there are various spores giving off that ambient lighting. You see that there are mosses that look like soft carpet that run up the sides of the bed and across the flooring. And you see that there are these like wooden branches that have sealed off the window.
Oh my. How lovely.
I just did some work to make me feel better, but I don't know. What are you guys planning to do?
Well, we don't really have much of a plan right now. We did land on an island, though, but I'm not really sure what our course of action is going to be. I'm not really sure if I want to step onto any islands if I don't need to.
I think for now I'll just stay in my room. If
Okay.
anything happens, you guys can contact me.
All right.
And May closes the door slowly, and he just immediately falls onto the mossy bed.
Well, I guess it's just us for now.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
All right. Well, let's go meet up with
Do
Eldorus
we
then.
really want to do this? I mean, we could take a look out, try to take a look into the island.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. We could,
I mean, for all we
check.
know, just stepping onto the island could be dangerous.
yeah. We could, did you try going out to deck to see beyond the weird rain?
You know, I didn't really get that good of a look. I probably should.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe doing that would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
And so what are you guys doing?
We're heading up the deck to see
Yes.
if we can perceive more from within the
Perceive.
brain.
You both climb the stairs and open the trap door. Adric, you see Eldorus with his new completely fully black hair. And
Oh my god, he's...
Yeah.
you actually
Yeah.
see that his bangs have collapsed over one of his eyes.
Oh my
Oh.
god! What did
Yeah, he
people
really-
call this style? You know, this type, it's like gothic. He looks
Something
gothic.
like that, like something sad
Something.
and brooding.
I'm not good
I
at
feel-
fashion styles.
I feel emotional.
He looks out wistfully over the island.
Oh my god, he's
would be-
evil!
It would be even funnier if, like, some of it was on his face, so it looks like he has mascara running down his
Oh
eye.
my god, yes.
Yes.
His eyelashes have caught some of this like
Please.
blackened rain and have formed like
Oh my
perfect
God.
mascara. And then you see that his clothes, his like normally bright orange clothes have taken on a completely black hue.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
You see that
turned
somehow
evil.
his nails have been turned black?
What? Okay.
This is a completely
Emo
different
ghost.
person.
Are you Eldorus or are you someone else?
I think I'm Draken.
And he flips his hair.
Oh my god, he's
Wow.
just like me.
No, I'm just kidding. And he snaps his fingers and he turns
Aw.
back to normal. His hair is still black though.
Whoa,
Yes,
how'd you do that?
Oh,
How did you do that?
I don't know if I should do it again. You know what? I'll do it again. It's funny.
He snaps again. You see that there's a puff of magic and he
What?
turns back to being emo.
What?
What?
Huh?
I can disguise myself.
Oh,
Oh.
That's
Oh,
kinda
how
awesome.
cool.
Yeah,
I can even do things like this. And he pops his collar and you see that he suddenly gains this long captain's coat.
Oh my god.
that's so cool. I want one.
It's really edgy.
I
Yeah.
would give you one, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, that's fair. I think
It
it's pretty
basically
awesome,
only
though.
gives me clothes.
Ooh. That's kind of cool. I like that.
It's a fascinating spell. Maybe I could teach it to you sometime.
I would find that so awesome.
Yeah, if you're up for it, we can do some spell training.
Yeah. Right. Oh, right. We actually came up here because we wanted to try to look more into the island before we actually try to step on this.
I suppose that's fair. You guys move over to the side of the ship facing the island. Give me an investigation check. One of you can do it with advantage since you're both looking.
Oh,
Holy shit!
Ooh,
don't know if I'll
Get
need the
'em.
advantage, but I'll try it. Oh no.
do it though.
Still pretty good though.
It's still
Um,
good.
Nanette, you look closely at this island. You see that there are strange looking plants that pretty much encapsulate the entire island. This island looks fruitful, but the plants don't look appealing. You see that each of them take on very humanoid looking shapes.
What?
You see
I
that
don't
there are
like that.
shrubs.
I don't like
there
that
are
either.
shrubs that look like human feet sticking out of the ground.
What?
You see that
Ugh.
the trees have human faces embedded into the wood and spiral out into hands. But
What?
you would also know that this is normal foliage in Shadowfell because where you were last, there were trees with human hands.
Oh right.
I hate that.
It's
This
very
is-
disturbing looking if you forget that this is normal here.
That's terrifying. I mean,
Well-
are they normal fruits? Can we? No, we can't tell that from here. But like,
Well,
it's-
Nanette would be able to discern that some of the trees do have very normal looking fruits. It's a little hard to tell from a distance, but
Normal
from
looking.
here, yes, from here they register as that's an apple maybe.
that's an apple, maybe.
I don't like the
Question-
Yeah.
maybe.
That's an,
Even
that's
with
an
the
apple
21,
question mark.
that's an apple question mark, you know?
Yeah.
That it's like that's an apple?
It's an
That's what you
apple,
feel.
Parentheses question mark.
Yeah,
Apple?
exactly.
Well, there appears to be fruit on the island, but the plants don't look very welcoming.
Wait, let me
Like
look.
cow.
They look human.
Eldorus rolled a
Oh.
21. What the fuck?
Yeah, right?
Is it that bad?
Yeah, that looks bad. That's bad.
It looks
Oh right.
scary.
Um,
I mean, what kind of plant is human shaped?
these
well-
apparently.
How about we try one more thing with these plants? Then we'll know if they're
What?
safe-ish.
Ish.
What?
Nanette, shoot at it.
Shoot. Oh,
Wait, that's a
God.
good idea. Shoot at it. Shoot at it.
Are you sure? What if it
Yes,
shoots
yes,
back?
Maybe. What? I don't.
Hey, okay,
Well,
wait,
you know
wait,
what?
wait.
If it
Before
shoots
we
back-
laugh,
If it
That's
shoots back,
fair.
we are out of here. If it shoots back, we're out of here.
yeah,
God.
it's very fair to be afraid of that. Actually, I kind of forgot that
It's
this is Shadowfell.
humanoid looking.
Yeah, just go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
Maybe shoot at the apple, I guess.
Yeah. Nanette rolled the hit.
All right.
Goodness gracious.
Ooh, you snipe that apple. You completely hit that apple from across. You see it goes thump, and then it cracks off of the tree and then hits the floor.
Oh,
Okay.
so it didn't do anything?
There was no reaction. You just hit it and it fell off.
It doesn't
hit it-
look like it.
Hit something else. Hit something else. Hit something else.
What?
Like anything other than the apple this time.
I'll say a couple of things you see. You see the trees with human faces and human hands. You see the plants with humanoid feet sprouting out. You see that there
Oh my
are
god.
these tallish palm tree-esque plants that have weird ridging between the wood that makes it look like spinal cords.
What?
Oh, I hate
And the
that.
palms,
Oh my
the
god.
palms are like bone white and look like they are a rib cage as
What?
they sway
I-
in this breeze.
That looks so grotesque.
God.
It's so unsavory to you guys, especially. It's like, oh my goodness.
Well, there's a lot of things you can shoot at. I didn't get the look myself. Personally, you were the one that took the best look. I don't know. Something.
Okay. I guess, I'll... Maybe the... the human trees?
So is the human face trees?
Yeah.
As you puncture into this... Oh, well, roll to hit first before I say
Okay.
anything. It's a wider target. It's going to be an easier DC.
Oh!
Oh,
The DC was only like 10. You absolutely strike into the tree from across. You puncture into the wood, and you see as the tree sways and some leaves fall off, exposing more of the hands. But other than that, nothing really happens.
I guess it's just like normal question mark. Just really gross and grotesque.
I guess.
What's your call? Do you think we should get out and explore? We could use some food. We finished up our shark.
Yeah, I think maybe some food would be
right.
good. You know what? How about when we get those, we just carve the stuff off, the weird looking stuff off. I don't want to see that while I'm
Yeah.
trying to eat it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Eldoris actually turns to you guys, and you're like,
Are you guys sure May doesn't want to come? We don't know plants as much as he knows plants.
Do you
Um,
really want him to see those grotesque plants?
Fair enough.
I mean, he did want to
I mean, he
study
he-
the different plants around.
Yeah.
I don't know if
yeah.
these are ones that he would quite enjoy looking at.
Mhm.
Also, he
Mhm.
didn't really seem
Fair.
quite eager to leave his room, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Nanette, how on a scale of like 1 to 10, how reasonably can you discern if this is going to poison us or paralyze us or maybe even turn us to stone.
Oh,
Tur-
maybe.
Turn. Okay.
You wanna
Can
go
I-
ask him if he
can I do,
wants
like-
to see some really peculiar plants? But like,
Oh.
really, tell him it's really grotesque looking, and it even has us like, what is that?
Oh God.
It's
we
up to
really
you
are
guys
giving
if you
him a
want to
headache.
speak to May again. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can I? I was gonna see if I could do like a nature check or something to see if it was like.
You'd have to get a little closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well, if we all go down there, I don't think anything's gonna hurt us. Well, like, too bad.
Nanette immediately just
Okay.
raises her eyebrows, like unsure.
Well,
I
monkey see,
guess-
monkey do.
And Eldorus jumps off.
We can up.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Let's. You can check them out up close.
okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Okay,
I'll help
monkey
you
is
out.
doing.
Monkey is
Monkey
doing.
is doing.
Eldorus actually stays. He's standing on the water, waiting for you guys to jump down, so he can just carry you guys over.
Okay.
Well, we
Yeah,
guess
because
we
you guys
jump
aren't
down.
that close.
Yeah.
All right.
One by one, you guys jump down. Eldorus brings you over to the land and then drops you off. And as you are standing on this beach, it's this little inlet cove. The sand looks normal. It's
Does it feel normal?
it's just it feels normal. It's just shiny iridescent black sand.
Oh. Nice.
It almost has glints of like red rubies in it. It
Oh.
looks like it's reflecting the colors of the sky, even though they're very obscured in this rain.
I see.
Oh. Maybe we should take a look at that apple that you shot down first.
Yeah.
You guys continue to walk over to the apple. Do you guys want to just say Eldorus is walking first? Because he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Eldorus just
I
leads the
suppose.
way. You guys, after exiting the sandy area of the beach, you encroach on a more man-made path. It looks like this was paved through years of walking this same path. And you get over to the area where you know your arrows hit. You can actually see one of your arrows stuck in the bark of the wood of the tree. And you see very close by is this red orb-like fruit with an arrow punctured into it.
What does the face on the tree look like? Like, what facial expression is it making?
Distorted agony.
Mm.
God. Oh no, I heard it.
Eldorus goes,
Terrible.
I think you didn't hurt it. It was making that face before you shot it.
Oh, okay, good. Wait, not good, but like, yeah,
that's
anyway.
fair, I guess.
But yeah, Nanette, you see the red orb-like fruit. It has a little indentation at the top, like an apple would. And
Mhm.
even a little stem that it was connected to the tree by. But the stem looks like a hand grasping the top of the apple.
Okay,
The
well, I
apple-like
was-
fruit.
I was gonna pick it up by the stem, but now I'm not. That's freaky.
You could pick it up by the arrow that you skewered into it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Get a closer look at it.
You pick it up. You see that it almost has the look of a grape. It has like a thinner, translucent skin. And you see that its juices are flowing out giving it that red tone. And as more of this liquid is leaving, it's getting slightly more clear towards the skin.
Can I smell it?
You smell it. It has the distinct notes of cinnamon and citrus.
Oh, this is strange.
What?
Feels
What is it?
strange. Feels very strange.
It's like an apple, but also like a grape. And it's also like citrusy. I don't know. It's weird.
I'm gonna eat
What?
it.
That's a huh?
Nanette, you can make a nature check and
Can
a
I help
dexterity
her?
check to see it. Yeah, you can give Nanette advantage on this. Eldoris is blisteringly reaching
Oh
for
my-
this fruit
hey,
before you
hey,
can make the nature
Oh my
check.
god. Stop that.
Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Okay, so you can roll acrobatics to keep it away from Eldoris, and Eldoris will also roll acrobatics.
Okay.
He didn't roll good.
You couldn't die.
Yeah, you managed to like you put your hand on Eldoris's hand and like shoo him away.
Stop
And you can
I
roll
said
nature with
no.
Adric.
Okay. So with advantage?
Yes, with advantage since Adric is helping you.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay.
From
Kinda.
your basic understanding of this, it looks relatively safe.
Relatively safe?
Relatively.
Well, from your understanding, it looks safe, but it's up to you whether to try it or not. Because on the
Okay.
exterior of the fruit, it looks completely normal and edible.
the interior?
Are you gonna do surgery on this grape apple?
Yes.
I think so.
It's like this.
Actually,
it's
though,
like the-
okay.
The surgery.
I
grape
need
video.
I need to make sure we're not eating something that could kill us from the inside.
Eldoris, while you're doing the surgery on a grape, I'll say Adric,
I'm
he's not
using
putting much
the
strength
arrow.
into this. you Adric, you can hold Eldoris back. He's just doing
Oh
grabby
my
hands
God.
at the apple.
He's like a
Doris,
baby.
Control yourself.
Give me. It
No.
looks so tasty.
No.
Doris, please.
You can't even eat.
Oh.
Ah. He turns around, he sits down upset.
Now the emo look is
Oh
really
my-
fitting.
Yeah, he is completely emo. He looks devastated. His usual braid that is tied into a noose comes undone, and he has
Please.
long black hair.
Please.
Okay, Nanette, you can slice open this grape with your arrow, and as you begin to cut the skin of it and deeper into the flesh to look at its innards a little more, roll me another nature check. You can do it with advantage since Adric is also lending you an eye.
That's a nat 20?
Holy shit, you don't need it. You don't need it.
it. Okay.
You immediately see something that is not right with this
Oh
fruit.
no.
You see
Oh.
at the core of it, there is it looks like a seed at first, but as your arrow grazes over this layer of congealed flesh, you see that deeper inside of the pit that there is this moving fungus.
Ugh,
What?
gross.
What is that?
Looks like a fungus of some sort.
I don't recommend we touch that. I don't trust a lot of these.
No, I don't think we should
fungus.
eat these.
No.
Well, if there's people here, then that means they also have food. So we can look for safer things with the people.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. So hear me out on this, Dolores. if you were people living on an island, what kind of sick people would want to live on an island with humanoid-faced vegetables and fruit?
Well, also counterpoint. Some people were born here, and this is very normal for them.
Okay, yeah. I guess so.
Wow, you turned over really fast.
Yeah.
they
Immediately, like,
weren't
oh,
funny?
right.
What if they weren't born here? What if they weren't born here?
If they weren't born here, I'm pretty sure we could kill them.
Do we really want trouble?
No, but do we really want to starve at sea?
That's a good point. Okay. I can agree with that.
I'm making good. I maybe, just maybe, I can do debates professionally and get money.
Well, maybe.
Maybe at some topics, but
I mean, I think.
Eldor starts rubbing his hands together maliciously.
stop it.
What is that?
Plans.
No.
What? Okay. Well, I think the real issue is we don't know what lies beyond this point. We don't know what kind of people live here.
Well, why don't we stealth? It's not like we have to walk into town normally. We can scout it out, figure it out.
Yeah, I guess so.
I suppose.
Do you guys want to follow Eldor's plan?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, but
Eldorus, huh?
wait, but would it be really safe to leave May and Callius on the ship by themselves?
Yeah.
Callius has a gun.
Okay.
And
Yes.
May can heal people. I think they'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
He
But
walks over to
we
the
see?
ship. You see he immediately slaps against the hull of the boat and begins
Wha-
to spider climb upwards.
What
And
is he doing?
like a horror, he puts his face against Callius's window.
Oh my god! What is he doing?
Callius! Callius,
Oh my
knock knock,
God.
Callius!
Oh.
Then you hear a
Goodness.
muffled,
What in tarnation?
you hear Eldor's go,
Do you think you can handle yourself for a fair bit while we check out this island?
and then you hear another scream.
Fine, man, just don't do that. That's creepy as shit. All right, I won't do it again.
He gives a little thumbs up.
Get out of my window!
That's so real.
Eldor slides down the ship.
Oh my goodness.
What? I think we got our answer.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think I'd be as. Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
who wants to stealth? Because Eldorus is Eldorus is very bad at it.
Oh god.
Mhm.
He has a +1 with disadvantage.
Oh,
my God.
no.
I also
Why
have
does
a
he have
plus
this-
one.
Disadvantage?
Armor.
He. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he has technically game-wise he has armor.
Oh. Okay. I guess I should do it because
Mhm.
I have +4.
Yeah.
All right, Nanette, you can do it with advantage because Adric doesn't have disadvantage on this.
Okay.
Awesome.
You know what? No, I can't add a spell right now. Okay.
Well, if No, you could have done that during your long rest. But you guys didn't really have time between. So if you want to add a spell, I will allow it because you guys just finished taking a rest.
Okay. Wait, is it Nanette that has this? Yes. Okay, wait. Okay.
Yeah, let me see.
I
think
have to
had
get rid of something.
Something to help me.
What should I get
All
rid
right.
of for now? Yeah. I guess that for now. Okay. This should be good.
Okay. I can assume what you're doing. You're doing a little passy without trace, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You still have advantage, so roll again.
Okay. Roll
First roll is
Stealth?
a 16. Yes, stealth again.
Uh-oh.
And okay, so we're taking the 16. What's the bonus from Pass Without Trace?
I believe... Yeah, it's a plus 10.
Jesus, 26. Okay. So if there is anything
Yeah.
around, they have to roll a 26 on perception check if they're actively looking for things.
Alright.
That's only if they are looking actively. So,
Yeah.
you guys begin to lower yourselves closer to the ground and begin to march on the soil, moving closer and closer to what you could presume to be the village. And as you begin to get a closer look of this village, you see there are small, like, hobbles of houses. They don't look very strong or sturdy. Actually, with the rain, some of them are even falling apart. You see the hay that was used for the roofs begin to slip off. You see that some of the wood is creaking loudly as the wind bashes against it. And as you look across, roll me a perception check to see if you guys see anything interesting. Holy shit,
Oh,
you're
okay.
rolling
Oh my
like
God.
crazy.
Yeah.
Only if you want to, but Nanette is taking the cake. If Adric wants to roll too,
real.
we can see what he does.
I'll have a +1. I don't think
I'll do what
that good.
Eldorus does for fun. Oh, actually good.
Oh, whoa! I'm not trust
Um,
myself.
Adric, you, instead of perceiving, you point all of your focus into your feet, trying not to make noises.
Splendid.
But Nanette and Eldorus immediately clock that in the center of the town, there is an unusual tree standing out
What?
from the blackened and dreary landscape.
Huh?
You see a tree from the material realm. You see
Huh?
a green tree with leaves that are
That-
sprawling wide and across. And on those branches, there are these almost comically sized fruit. They look like jackfruit. I don't know if you guys know what that looks like. Or I
think
guess the
so.
other word for them is durians. They're like these big,
Oh, durians.
they're these
Yeah.
big, spiky looking fruit.
Yeah.
That are hanging off the tree. And those are nutritious. And you see at the base of the tree, there is a woman kneeled down, almost looking like she is constantly pumping magic into the tree. You see as durians are being born from these blossoms that are perpetually growing. And as these durians grow, they fall into these baskets all across the tree. And
Oh.
you see, as soon as they fall, another one blossoms and slowly begins to grow. And this woman is an older looking lady. She has this gray and black hair that flows down her back, and it's capped up in a bandana that's tied across it. Flowers decorate her sun-aged face. You see that she has delicate creases and wrinkles around her cheeks. They form these smile lines, though right now she looks to be very focused in her work. She's even seems to be sweating and a little exhausted.
Huh. How is that even possible?
Magic, I guess.
As you guys are observing her, you see she starts to pant a little bit, and then she holds back as she kind of drops from exhaustion. But
Oh,
she immediately, like without wasting time, starts to pick herself up, her weak frame trembling under her own weight. And you see as she grabs 2 baskets of these big fruit and begin to lug them towards some of these shacks.
oh, that poor woman.
I think we should help her.
Is it safe to do so?
I mean, I can't say for sure, but
Eldoris is going to make an insight check. He's bad at this, but he rolled a 15.
Ooh,
I can tell that deep inside, she's like you two. She has a good heart.
it seems like it. And it seems they've also had the same predicament as us. You know, not being able to eat the fruits that are naturally growing around here.
Right. Maybe we should help her then. I don't think it hurt to help.
And as you say that, Eldoris like immediately gets up and
Oh.
walks over to the old woman and goes,
Okay.
Hello there.
he immediately looks back at you guys like a helpless dog.
We walk over. I
Yeah.
think we
How do
walk
you
over.
help people?
We can take those baskets for you. Just tell us where to go.
Oh, thank you. I
course.
really don't know if I could have done this by myself. Well, but my name is, Mei Lee.
It's
It's
nice to meet you. Yeah. I'm Edric. That over there is Nanette, and that one, the nervous one, is Eldoris.
So you walked Raken.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the help, and, all I'm doing is bringing these durians over to other houses. I just gotta make sure everyone's well fed around here.
No, that's fair.
Right. The fruits that are
Eldoris-
growing around here don't look quite, edible.
I know.
Yeah.
Those things have been causing nothing but trouble. It's a real dangerous business in Shadowfell right now.
Is it not always like this?
Oh, heavens no. Well, the trees always look creepy and the plants always look creepy, but the fruits are usually edible. However, with the recent events transpiring over in the continents, well, a great famine's washed over this part of the seas at least. And I'm not native to Shadowfell, but I brought some saplings and I was ready to help. And there are some other druids on some other islands nearby, and they're also doing their best to help.
Wow,
That does sound
it's
pretty
a very nice
nice.
cause.
Yeah, an old circle from the material realm started this, and a bunch of druids all contributed. It's not nice to see people starve, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good cause, actually. I like that.
Yeah. Well, either way, you did say you know, but stay clear of eating those fruits. they turn a man into a beast and a beast into a
What?
monster.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, those little things, they're fungus that create a mean parasite in you. And those parasites can
doesn't
really
sound
mess up your
good.
brain.
Oh,
Not good at all.
I am so glad to go look at that before anything. Right.
Yes.
I almost
And
put that in my mouth.
I'm so glad that you
Yeah.
can't eat anything.
Well, I am glad to hear that you also didn't eat anything before coming here.
If
Oh,
it's the fungus inside, is it possible to like eat only the outside, or does
Oh,
it
heavens
affect the
no.
whole apple?
It's the whole fruit. As soon as you take one bite into it, the parasite spreads to the nearest source of opening. And then it infects you.
Oh.
That's so
Ugh.
gross. I don't want to think about that.
Oh, yeah, it's not pretty sad. There is a way to cure a person who falls under this parasite, but it takes some serious manpower, and currently, and she opens the door to one of these shacks, we're lacking it. And you see as these people look, they're not as, like, starved as the other group of people you've encountered in Shadowfell. However, there is no room to put on muscle or gain strength. There's only room to
Huh.
survive and keep healthy.
Mm.
I see.
And you see as the old lady grabs one of the durians from the basket Eldorus is holding, and he goes, I have your rations for today. Make sure you split it evenly with your family. I'll be growing some more later as soon as I feel a little bit better. And you see that the person and their family goes, thank you, Melee. You've been such a help since the day you got here. Yeah, no, sweetie, you don't need to thank me. This is the only human thing you can do.
Another main name.
And
Yeah.
yeah, another main name.
Another very nice person with the name Nay.
Yeah.
And you see as she walks out of the shack and closes the door behind her. Well, I will say you folks look a lot stronger than anyone who lives here. Especially you, big one. And she pats Eldorus's back. Yes, I am quite the fortune of strength and courage, and I'm quite, you know, I could take on a few monsters. Back in my day, I could take on even more, you know.
Okay.
All right, don't flatter yourself, sweetie. And she winks at Eldorus, and Eldorus, Eldorus looks like he looks shaken by that. Well, if you want to put that muscle to good use, we do have something that we could use some help with, and in turn, I could send you home with a nice parcel of these durians.
Oh. What is the thing?
Well, a couple of the local animals, they, well, did what animals do, and they ate the local fruits.
Oh.
They were transformed into animals I would not consider my friend, and believe me, I love animals.
I see.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What I'd like for you to help me with, and of course I'm gonna come with you, I would like you guys to simply incapacitate these wolves long enough for me to get the spores out of their head.
Wolves?
Okay, that wait, wolves?
Yeah, they're puppies. There's one really big one. He's a little
Oh.
scary. There's a medium-sized one, and then there's a little cub. The cub should
So
be
it's
least of your worries.
Oh.
3?
Yeah, 3, and there's 4 of us.
Okay.
All right.
I will say the big one's a mighty fierce one. The parasites
Yeah.
seem to give him some extra nasty bits.
I feel like in plan we should probably go for the big one first.
Extremely. But as I said, I would prefer if you guys didn't kill the little puppies. They don't mean any harm. It's just the poison running through their veins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it.
All right. I appreciate that. I'll take you over to where they're staying right now. I know where their hobble is. For now, before we go, would you guys like to have a snack or anything?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'll take you to where I'm staying at the moment. You see on your way to where Melee is staying, she begins to open doors, take a fruit out of the baskets you guys are carrying, give it to the family inside, and then proceed outwards. They give their thanks. Melee gets nothing in return, and she just continues to do this on the way to the home. You see that you guys have a couple of spare durians in the basket, and she opens the door to her hovel. It's not the most appealing looking abode, but it is much like the rest of the people who live here. You see that it has that hay hanging from the roof, creating a roof. You see that there is these walls that are very thinly made out of wood. It doesn't keep any sound out, but it definitely keeps nature out. The inside of these pits have cobblestones that are placed around, but in between them there is still a sizable amount of dirt. Then in the center of this, you see that there is an oil lamp hanging from the rafters supporting this entire place. And there is also a cooking pot and a small bed, along with 2 logs that are cut in the shape of seats. And Melee sits down, and you see she grabs this little pot and begins to brew a nice drink for you guys as she begins to roast jackfruits over the same fire. Well, while that's simmering up, what are you guys doing in Shadowfell? You guys don't look to be around here. From around here.
No,
Yeah,
We-
we're from the normal plane of this world.
the material plane.
Yes, the material world. Yeah, I kind of forget the name of it. Right. We're here because we've got a massive issue that we'd have to resolve here, but it is quite dangerous, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope you guys resolve your danger. I wouldn't want you guys to get hurt. And as she is saying this, she grabs the tea kettle. It's like steaming now. And she goes gook into cups and hands you guys each this cup of like herbal tea. And it makes you
Ooh.
feel like even smelling it, there are like hints of honey and lemon,
Oh.
and it feels so loving and caring.
This smells so good.
Well, I do thank you. It's my own special brew.
It's nice. I like it. Just from the smell already.
And as you guys begin to sip, it does make you feel incredibly calm and relaxed. Well, I'm also from the material realm, from a little place around there. I was native in the Carrick Seas, and, you know, as I said before, we're just doing our best out here.
Right. Well,
Mhm.
maybe with the goal we're trying to achieve first before we get to the major parts of what we want to do, it could possibly help you and the people around here because we're trying to aid recover places that were, ruined before.
Oh heavens, if you do encounter any islands around here, or even close in the Carrick Seas, well, anywhere just about, it would mean the world to me if you give them a hand.
Of course, we're doing our best, honestly.
Yeah, we'll. Absolutely. This is a noble cause.
But we're just doing our best. And she gives a warm smile. Talking to this lady feels like she could be your grandma. It feels that way.
I wish she was my grandma.
Please. I bet she gives the best hugs.
For real.
I bet.
100%.
Well, the wolves, they don't really cause any trouble for us, but they scare a little bit of the other critters around. The critters I've already dealt with. And they currently are occupying one of the safest places on this island to reside.
Oh, I see.
So taking care of them would definitely help us all out here.
All right, well, we'll do our best.
And as you guys chat with Mei Li a little bit, she begins to cut up the jackfruit. It smells absolutely delicious. It smells like fried food in here. It is very appetizing, and as you chew into it, it makes like a delicious crunch before you hit that soft center. And as you guys enjoy your meal, if you don't have inspiration, give yourself some inspiration.
Splendid. Wonderful, even.
Double inspiration.
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god.
And as you guys wrap up your meals and are fully sated, Melee goes, "All right, are you guys ready?"
Yeah, I suppose so.
All right. Well, come with me. She stands up slowly. She dusts herself off from the floor. She let you guys have seats while she sat on the floor, by the way.
Oh, what?
And Meili immediately opens the door to that rain storm outside. And as you guys continue to walk and follow Meili, she leads you through into a crowded forest, this interwoven mess of trees that are sprawling out, their roots hanging out of the ground and forming like little trip hazards, but nothing you can't avoid easily. And as Melee continues to trek forward, you guys reach a cresting hill, and just below, dipping into a smaller valley of this island, you see a broken down keep. These gray-black bricks are creating what looks to be like a structure. You see that parts of the roof are caved in, allowing this blackened rain to hit into it. And it looks fairly large. I can't give you a real estimate of the size. If I had to give any guess, I'd say this is the size of a castle. It's like
Oh my god.
200 feet across. More than that. But that's just the rough estimate. And Melee goes, "Well, that's our target."
Wow. All right.
Yeah, it's well over 100 feet. And she turns to Eldorus and Mako and he goes, "Are you all ready?"
Yeah.
The wolves are just in there. How would you guys like to tackle this? I can give you more details and describe it to you a little bit.
Yeah, actually, that would kind of help.
Well, and she begins to describe how it's a weirdly shaped castle. She goes, "There's a door straight facing east, and then to the south there's a smaller back-end door that leads into a garden usually. But everything's kind of run down, so you can't tell. There, from what I remember, there's 2 holes in the roofs that allow you to hide yourself as soon as you walk in to the main double doors, but it's still risky. And there are a couple windows at the sides. They're a little high, though. I don't think I would be able to get through there at least. And Melee gives you a much more in-depth description of what you guys see, but I will show you guys the map.
Splendid.
Small and crude map that you guys can get an idea of where you want to tackle this from. Currently, you do not know where the wolves are inside of this place. You could only take a guess. Those little curved lines and lines are the entryways.
Okay. I like the idea of going hiding.
So, you want to go in and try to hide behind the rubble in there?
Yeah.
That sounds
That's
like
a good idea. Alright. I will warn you. These wolves are very perceptive. They got good noses and good ears.
They're wolves.
So, I believe that we should be able to sneak in there anyway. It's morning, so some might be awake and some might be asleep, you know. They take shifts. But I think as long as we're quiet for the most part, we shouldn't trigger any attention.
I could also use Pass Without Trace again, just in case.
How long does Pass Without Trace last? Because it might still be active.
Wait, oh, it says up to 1 hour. Depending on
It's
concentration
lasting.
too. Yeah. Okay.
It's on.
Okay.
It's on. I'll say
Awesome.
melee can't be veiled in this Pass Without Trace because you cast it previously.
Can I use
Yeah.
invisibility on her?
You can. Do you want to ask her opinion on that first?
Yeah. Miss, is it possible that maybe invisibility could help you? Or would you like some other way?
Well, I could just try my best stealthing, but I will say that they mainly rely on their sense of smell, from what I remember. Their smell and their hearing.
Yeah, right.
So, I don't think invisibility is going to do me any good, honey.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
And after we incapacitate them enough for me to remove the spores, I will say that I'll be able to talk to them and calm them down. All right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's good.
All right. And you guys are going to head with melee over to the you guys are going towards the double-doored entrance, correct? All
Gonna be
right.
sneaky.
Roll me stealth checks right now. And
Wait.
one of us can do it with advantage. One of you guys can do it with advantage.
Okay.
And that's going to be the +10 to whatever you roll. I assume that Nanette's doing it.
Yeah, I could do it. Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
Let's,
not too good.
Okay, let's hope for a better roll. Okay. That's a lot better. Way better.
That is a 33.
33.
All right, Nanette, you lead the pack. You are familiar with maneuvering through forest. Though this might not be your exact normal forest, you do feel very comfortable weaving between the trees and making sure that everyone is staying packed together. And as you lead everyone towards these double doors that May Lee described, you get there without a hitch. And as you guys stop in front of the double door, you see that one of them is swung open. And I am going to have you guys roll initiative. Combat has not started.
Mhm.
I am just going to say that this is going to be easier to manage.
Okay.
Okay.
So Eldoris is going to roll.
Nice.
Okay,
That is a
buddy.
10 for Eldoris. Okay. And that is going to be you first, Nanette. Would you like to roll me a perception check as you are sneaking? Are you
Yes.
heading through the door to peek, or are you just peeking into the door?
I'll peek into the door.
Okay, you'll peek into the door.
Yes.
And you roll me a perception check.
Oh my god.
Woof!
Oh, whoa.
Nanette, you are crazy right now.
Nanette is
Oh
on
my
a roll
goodness.
today.
That is a 23.
Literally.
The insanity.
You peek into this doorway. You immediately lock onto the locations of the wolves. And I will send you an updated image of the map. And this is what you see. You see that one wolf is kind of closest to the back door. You see another wolf is slumbering near one of the pile of rubble, and one of them, the biggest one, is sleeping atop the second floor of this keep.
Okay.
And is there anything else you want to do on your turn? You still have your movement. You still have, I'd say perceiving is going to be your action, though.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it.
That'll be it. Nanette, you stay peeking by the door. You don't pursue. That is going to go to Eldoris's turn. Eldoris begins to sneak up closer to you, and he goes, "All right, what's the plan?"
Well, I'd say it might be best to go for the bigger one first, but it is a little far.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
He peeks through the door. He sees the wolf at the top where you point. And Eldoris goes,
Phew. What if we flank him?
All right.
I could try going back around and see if there's a window I can fly into.
Well, all right then, sure.
all right, Eldoris is going to use his movement, and he is going to be able to get... He just moves away. He disappears around a corner. And that is going to go to Adric's turn.
What am I doing?
You see Eldoris, like, briefly goes to Nanette and then comes back.
What's the plan? He says as well, approaching Nanette.
Oh, so you're talking to Nanette, yes.
Well, Eldoris is going to try to attack the wolf from another angle, the bigger one. And that's up there.
Maybe we could
And,
inch
well-
a little bit closer. Do you see that rock that's more to the right?
Yeah, I see it.
The rubble more to the right. Maybe we could sneak behind that to inch a little bit more closer.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, so Adric, you want to move there on your turn?
Mm.
All right, so you use 30 feet of movement to get... do you want to take a dash action?
No, I think that would make noise.
I suppose you're right. Okay, you use 30 feet of movement. You can't get over to the rock on the right, but you can, for now, hide behind the rock at the left.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't think a dash action would matter since we can't be tracked except for by like magical means, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I'd say you can, for this instance, I'll allow you to dash and still remain stealthy. You'll just have to roll a new stealth check. But you have pass without a trace, so you get a plus 10. It's up to you, Adric.
Wait, me? Oh, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
to me for a second.
No, to Adric,
No.
because it's your turn.
I don't want to risk
You,
it. I'm
you
not
can
good.
still take...
I'm
okay.
not that good at
Okay.
it.
Okay, I will just remind you that you, instead of a plus 1, you have a plus 11 right now.
Yeah, but I also suck ass at my rolls.
Okay. So Nanette, you watch as Adric runs over to the rock on the left, and before you see he has a moment of hesitation, and he retreats back and hides behind the rock before the wolves can see him.
Okay.
And that's going to go to Mei Li's turn. Mei Li comes up to you guys and goes, well, I suppose since I saw Eldor's running the other way, we're gonna flank him.
Yes.
All right. And Mei Li is going to stand by you for now, Nanette. And that is going to go to your turn, Nanette. The wolves are still not caught on to you.
All right. Should I go by Adric or should I stay here with Maylee?
It's up to you. You can also go behind the rock that Adric wanted to go behind.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You're going to take a dash action and get to that rock?
Yes.
All right. Easily, you maneuver over to the other rock. You remain stealthy. I will have you just really quick. Since you're doing a dash, you have to roll that added stealth
Okay.
with the plus 10. And wolves, again, they don't suspect anything right now. That is going to be a 28.
Whoa.
You don't even make a sound as you, like a ninja vanishing into the night, disappear behind one of these rocks, and you press your back against it and don't hear a sound from the wolves. You turn to your right and you see
Awesome.
Adric is also just hiding. And yes, that is going to go over to Eldor's turn. Eldor's is going to continue to dash across the field and try to get to that window. Oh, Eldor's has a lot of movement. Yeah, he gets just under the window with his turn.
Awesome.
And on his next turn, well, you guys wouldn't know that, but you could assume that after this time, Eldorus is going to jump up. That is going to go over to, I believe, Adric's turn. Yes, Adric's turn.
Maybe I can move to that rock now.
Okay,
I'll
so
try.
you are going to just use your normal movement? You immediately dash, well, not dash over, but you swiftly move your shadow across, and you get right behind Nanette. And as you guys peer over the rocks, just to get a bearing of the situation. The wolves are still standing there. They don't seem to be aware.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be the end of your turn.
Mm.
Okay. So if you guys want to, I will let you know. You guys can hold an action right here to wait for Eldorus to do something.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
we
gonna
can do that?
do that.
Okay.
Okay. I will
Because
say, Nanette,
once
you
we
could.
alert one of the wolves, we'd probably alert all of them. So.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Nanette, you can't ready an action because you used your dash.
Oh, okay.
Well, dashing is a bonus. You know what? Yes, you can ready an action. You ready? Are you gonna ready an action to shoot a shot at one of these wolves?
Yes.
You can ready a spell. You can ready an action. Anything.
Yeah, I think I'll just prepare to use my arrows.
All right. And Adric, what are you preparing to do?
Is there a way where you can make Eldritch Blast non-lethal?
I
Because otherwise I'll just use the daggers.
will say those are probably more deadly than an
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. I'd say yes, you can.
Wait, yes to what specifically?
Your Eldritch Blast can be non-lethal.
Okay. Okay.
And that's gonna go to Mei Li's turn. Mei Li looks around and she goes, You can't hear her, but she like mutters something to herself and then continues behind the rock on the opposite side of you guys. You guys see as she dashes in and just hides swiftly. And she is not gonna ready an action. She does not have much she can do. That's going to go to your turn, Nanette. I'll just say you keep holding your action.
Yeah. I'm still waiting.
All right. Then immediately you see as Eldorus springs through the window and he is going to attack the wolf. I think he should still do this stealthily. He is going to do it with advantage because he's stealthing. He needed that. Oh, he needed that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And he is going to use his Revenant ability to do some extra damage to this wolf. That's going to be 20 damage to this wolf.
Remember, buddy, we're trying to incapacitate.
He is using like the
obliterate
flat
them.
end of his anchor. He is okay. I'll
Okay,
say he
cool.
turns off the Revenant ability out of fear. He does so much damage the first time. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
And he is going to make a second attack. That does hit, and he's going to
Wakey,
do
wakey.
Get him.
blunt damage
Wakey,
for an additional 10 damage.
Or don't
You see
wake
as
up.
he slams his anchor against this wolf. Well, after the first hit, you hear it yip in pain, and then after the second hit, it growls at Eldorus and stares him down with these, like, they're completely blackened eyes.
That's
All
not
right,
creepy.
Nanette, which wolf are you attacking?
I think. Could I also go for that?
I'll say
bigger wolf?
you're gonna go for the bigger wolf too.
Yes, I think so.
All right, yeah, you can absolutely hit it. This is gonna be for your ready to action.
Alright.
I believe you can only do one attack on a ready to action, so only one.
Alright.
And that does hit the wolf.
Okay, I'm
Roll
making
your
sure
damage.
I'm making sure to shoot in non-lethal places, not hitting any vitals.
Yeah, okay, non-lethally. That is going to be a 12. You could also say that while you were at Melee's house, you blunted the arrows.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you deal 12 damage. The wolf doesn't expect to be attacked from around the corner. It turns around, it growls at you, but it's cornered right now. And Adric, you can use your ready to action.
Okay. Squeeple. Throw the dice. Oh, Lord, no.
You do not
Oh,
hit.
no.
Oh,
You
Lord.
fire this Eldritch Blast. You built up this energy. And as you launch this Eldritch Blast, it cracks against the stone and alerts the other wolves.
Uh-oh.
As some rubble trickles down onto them. And that is going to go to your turn, actually, Adric.
Alright, so I'm gonna use it again and hope it hits.
And you're
No,
attacking
it doesn't.
the big wolf, right?
Yes.
What's the range of Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
Oh, yeah, this is... you could hit. You would definitely hit. Yeah, no.
It's a
no,
good
no.
range spell. I love it.
Great range. Amazing range, even. 8 damage.
Splendid.
Good. And make your second attack.
Okie dokie.
You see this wolf is already looking battered. Its legs begin to shake as its tail immediately tucks between its legs.
Sorry, buddy. We gotta get you.
And that's going to hit. Roll another.
okay, buddy.
Roll
Go back to
another
sleep.
hit.
Go back to sleep. That's
Nappy
12.
time. Nappy time.
Time.
12 damage.
Nappy time.
Oh, actually, you fling this wolf into Eldoris and slams both of them against the wall.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Because
Sorry.
he was right behind him. Eldoris goes, "It's okay!" He's just gonna take, like, a tiny bit of damage of recoil.
Oh,
He's just
man.
gonna take 3 damage. And that is going to... Or what are you gonna do? Anything else on your turn, Adric? You can move, you
Form
can...
of dread, perhaps.
Form of Dread, alright.
I was
You summon this scarlet mask over your beak.
Okay.
It clasps on, and you get veiled in misty shadows.
Splendid. 10.
Is that going to be the end of your turn? You don't want to move anywhere or anything?
So do they know we're behind the rock on the right?
Yes, they have seen you launch this Eldritch Blast personally.
Maybe I could dash to the one on the left.
All right. You're going to dash to... So where Melee is?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You move over to where Melee is. You can't dash there, so you just have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
You make it across to where Melee is. The wolf does have line of sight of you. You're not, like, completely hidden over the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. The wolf that is, I believe, closest to you. No. That's the wolf furthest from you's turn. The wolf is going to use its action to move closer. It has 40 feet of movement, so it's going to move 80.
Ooh.
And it is just sprinting towards you, but that's going to be the end of its turn. That is going to go to
Terrifying.
Melee's turn. Melee goes, all right. I better trip that doggy. And she is going to cast Entangle on the wolf.
Ooh.
trip the doggy.
And it is going to make a strength check. Which it does pass.
Ooh.
No.
You see Melee holds her hands outwards, and you see as vines begin to drop from her fingertips into the ground and burrow through. And these vines sprout out, breaking through the rubble, and try to latch this wolf, but it's moving too fast as it rips through the vines.
Oh my god.
And that is going to be the end of Meilee's turn. Actually, Meilee might move away from this area,
Yeah.
and she is going to move to the other side of the rock. And that is going to go to the big wolfie's turn.
Oh boy.
The big wolf is going to immediately use this on Eldoris. Eldoris is going to make a dexterity saving throw. He is unfortunately bad at this, but he passes.
Yay!
You see, as the wolf lurches, its head springs up. You see as its throat begins to rumble as this
God.
movement of barfing. It almost looks like it's about to throw up, but instead of barf, it shoots out blackened necrotic energy.
Ooh.
And it is going to spew. Meilee did say this thing got some nasty powers on it.
Yeah. I think
That's
that's
true.
It's going to deal a good 13 damage halved to Eldoris. Yeah, it's going to be half. No, that's not what it is halved. It's going to basically deal 5 damage to Eldoris.
Oh.
You see Eldoris springs out of the way, but his foot is caught in the blast, and he goes, "Whoa, nasty puppy, nasty puppy." And I believe that's going to be the end of the puppy's turn. Calling these things puppies is
The
so
puppy.
underwhelming.
Yeah.
It is.
Uh,
Puppy. And it's this
The very
terrifying
large
thing that's
puppy.
diseased.
yes, for viscerals, all of these wolves have this fungus creeping out of their neck like a
Aw.
distorted and
Ew.
disgusting collar. And you see as
No.
this collar of fungus is actually ripping into their flesh. You see tendrils are going into their rib cages, and you see that they don't look like they're in control of themselves.
Wow.
We'll help you, little guys.
Puppy.
Yeah, we'll help you.
Very nasty puppies.
We gotta save him.
Nanette, that's going to be your turn.
Okay. Um.
There's a dog, a wolf that is closer to you. Both of them are very close to you. One of them seems more interested in getting you.
Okay.
The other is heading towards Adric.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll hit the one that's trying to come to me.
All right, the medium-sized
Get it.
wolf is the one you're hitting.
Get
Okay.
it.
And that does hit. Roll your damage.
Marvelous.
Yes. Yes.
11 damage. Let's go.
Ooh.
And roll your second attack.
Okay. Well.
Nanette, you fire into the arrow, or fire into the wolf, and you see as your first arrow, it tinks off of its head. It looks like it hurts, obviously, but the wolf continues to charge at you. But instead of being predictable and going in a straight line, it curves to the side, avoiding your hit.
Oh.
Aw.
And that is actually going to go to that wolf's turn. It is
Uh-oh.
going to be able to make it towards you. It leaps onto the rock that you're hiding behind and is going to make an attack on you.
Hey, buddy, what's up? Funny
Instead
seeing
of
you
barking, it goes.
here.
Instead of barking, it goes.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's very nasty. It spews that same necrotic energy at you, but it doesn't it's not like the beam that Eldoris endured.
Who taught him to speak like
oh,
that?
yucky.
Very yucky.
He's cursing
The
at
wolf
me.
actually misses that attack.
Oh my god.
And that's going to be the end of its turn. It rolled a 10. Eldoris' turn.
All right, puppy. I'm just going to hit you really hard with my fist, okay? Good puppy. Oh,
The dog
you
whisperer.
don't want to hurt no one. Right, you good puppy. Who is a good puppy?
Oh my goodness.
He's going to roll to hit. That's a natural 20, Eldor!
Oh my god! Yeah, he wasn't lying. He did hit the puppy really hard.
Puppy, I'm only gonna hit you hard enough that you don't see anything anymore.
And he holds his fist over the puppy's head and slams it in the back of the head. You see as it completely ragdolls and like folds into putty under Eldorus's fist.
Okay.
Sorry, puppy. Oopsies.
Oh
God!
Maybe I did not kill the puppy. He very alive.
be very alive.
He's very alive.
Melee goes, I don't know whether to trust you or not. That looked pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And Eldorus is gonna not do that because he did an attack. He is going to jump down and try to get to you guys using his movement, but he only has 40 feet. So he jumps over the dog's body.
You should have brought it down with him.
He should have. He'll get it after the battle. He makes it around halfway to you, Nanette, and both of the dogs. But not enough to make another attack. And that is going to go to your turn, Adric. That dog is still chasing you very ferociously.
Okay. How about you don't do that? I'm gonna throw another.
Get back,
Wait, no,
get
that's
back.
that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing.
Get that man,
That
get
is
that
not
man.
the- That's not the right thing. That was for the daggers.
Fine, just use it. Just use it for your Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Wait, for the Eldritch Blast? Oh lord.
Yes, roll your Eldritch Blast damage. It's still an
There you go.
18 on the dice.
Oh.
That's gonna hit. Whoa! Adric, you
Oh.
see as this dog is chasing you very ferociously, you, out of sheer fear, fully charge this blast, and you absolutely knock it the fuck out.
Oh, I did that.
The dog looks at you, it's foaming at the mouth, and is like, and then you hold your hand out, you send it, you like make it do a flip in the air as it ragdolls. It goes,
I can imagine what that looks like, and it's really funny.
I just heard
It's so
I just
funny.
heard the ragdoll sound effect.
Yeah, you heard the Gmod ragdoll sound effect as the wolf
Oh my
flies.
God.
All right, and that is going to go to the wolf you just knocked out. Then that's going to go to Melee. Melee goes, I hope that was non-lethal because that looked very, very lethal.
I made sure to make it non-lethal. I just. Wow. Okay.
All right, whatever you say. And
Please trust.
Melee
Does-
It's hard to do
Melee
that with
is
dog
going
stuff.
to use her bonus action. She casts Shillelagh, and you see as her staff begins to glow a vibrant green. You see as vines begin to sprout out of it as if the staff was still alive. And she is going to run at the dog that is attacking you, Nanette. She does not have enough speed for that. She makes it around halfway there before she can make an attack. That's your turn, Nanette.
Okie dokie. Alright. Why? Okay.
That does hit this wolf. That does hit it.
Oh, it's a mirror.
Wait.
oh
The
no,
wolf
it's
is
another-
close range to you.
Oh, right, I
Sorry.
forgot.
Disadvantage.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, gotta appeal to the nerds. Calling you out day 1, calling you out in episode 23. Is it 23? Oh my god, 23.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll the hit.
Hi, D&D nerds. What's up? I'm playing by the. Why did I do better this time?
You hit. Roll your damage.
I'm supposed to be disadvantaging right now.
That's crazy. That was like 25 after a 14. With 13 damage? Damn! Alright, that is going to be your first attack. You
Dude,
hit
Nanette is
the
like
wolf with a
falling.
blunted arrow. I know!
The entire session. Jesus.
And Nanette, make your second attack with your blunted arrows.
Well, that's probably my disadvantage right there.
That is your disadvantage.
Oh
Roll to
my
see if you
god,
get a
I rolled
natural
the
one,
same
though.
thing.
Oh my god!
Oh my
The
goodness.
same thing.
You fire these arrows in rapid succession, but after the first one hits, the wolf catches the second one and breaks it with its jaw, and that's going to go to
Oh.
the wolf's turn. And it is going to try to bite you. However, I forgot to mention that, Nanette, you are in half cover. So that means you have a +2 to your AC right now.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's a little higher than a 17 or a 17. But it just rolled an 11.
Let's go.
And the wolf tries to bite at you. You hear its teeth clattering together as it is trying to just bite you, but
Ooh.
it misses every strike. That's going to go to Eldor's turn. Eldor's goes, "Bad puppy!" And he is right behind the dog, and he is going to smack it again. That is a 90 to hit. Oh my
God.
goodness, Eldor's. Good night, puppy! For 11 damage, which does not knock out the puppy on the first attack.
Eldor's just
he's going to
behind it
roll
like
to
a
hit
jump
again.
scare.
Yeah, he like lunges at it like how Foxy lunges at the player.
Oh my god.
Puppy! And he tackles it and slams his fist against it again. And he
I gotta
for
roll out of
sure-
the way.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way as you see Eldorus grips this puppy and like takes it tumbling, knocking the dog out.
Oh
And
my
that is going to be
God.
the end of combat.
Please don't let this man around dogs.
What?
Yeah.
I love dogs.
A puppy. Yeah.
Puppy!
As long as you don't do that to every dog, but you probably don't. At least I
Oh,
not.
only if they can take it.
Okay.
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 Maylee
Okay.
looks at Eldorus.
Okay.
That's concerning.
It is.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Can I
How?
can I roll insight on
Yeah, roll insight. Roll insight as you like look at Eldorus skeptically.
it? No!
You can't tell if Eldorus is telling the truth or if he's lying.
Can I
Is
do
he
it?
making the face he makes?
Or can I give Nanette
You
advantage?
can give Nanette advantage, and I'll say you'll figure it out if Nanette figures it out. No, he's telling the truth. He was just making a joke.
Okay.
Okay.
It was strange.
You can also tell
His
because he
joke
didn't.
sounds so real.
yeah. You could tell it was a joke because he didn't make one of his iconic faces.
Yeah,
Okay.
he always makes a face
Cool.
when he lies.
But yes, that is going to be the end of combat. Meili is going to walk over to these wolves one by one. You see she quickly begins to get to work. While she's doing that, Eldorus flies up to the other area and brings down the big Arctic wolf. And he lays it down next to Meili, and she just continues to do her work. And I'd say like about an hour passes by, and Meili has successfully she has completely eradicated this disease, this fungus, from their systems.
Oh, right. Meili, can I have one of those in a bottle?
What?
Huh?
You want it in a bottle?
Well, can I have it in 2 bottles?
All right. What for?
I wanna give this to 2 nerds.
Oh.
All
See.
right. Meili
I think it's just
puts
for
them.
research nerd purposes. What he means.
Well, yeah, it's for our resident nerd and then our other resident nerd that we're going to get.
You're a strange one, but I appreciate it. Well, here. She pulls out some vials that she had and bottles them up and hands them to Eldoris for his pack. And the wolves, shortly after, begin to weakly get up. And you see as Meili casts Speak with Animal, as she forms bridges between her and the wolves. Alright, guys. I didn't mean for everyone to be so rough on you, but we really had to do this so we could help you. And I'm sorry, but it had to be done. And I'll make sure that you guys are feeling better by the end of the day. And you see as the wolves nuzzle into her palm as they seem very docile and thankful. Puppies!
For real this time.
So cute. True.
And you're for real. And Meili looks at you guys and she goes, I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I really, really appreciate this.
Oh,
I'm
of
glad we
course,
could
it
be
was
of
no
help.
problem, really.
And I'll send you home with some jackfruits like I promised, and I have another special gift for you. I found it
Ooh.
over in the ruins over by where I was hiding. And she pulls out some interesting looking goggles.
Oh.
Ooh. Those were
Um,
cool.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what their purpose is, but I can sense that there's some magic in it.
Ooh, magic.
I'd say one of you should study it.
That's awesome. Do you think that would help me with not getting blinded by the sun?
They don't look like they do. They don't look like shades. You
No.
have glasses already.
I don't
Yeah.
know if anything can save you from that curse.
No, not really. It follows me everywhere. Then maybe you should try them. Or maybe we can give them to May. I think he'd like them.
Sure, we could
I
try
will tell
see
you,
what they're for.
they look like owl's eyes.
Ooh, we gotta give those to
Ooh.
May. We gotta
Ooh.
give them to May. For sure.
If you want to do an Arcana check and sit down with them for a bit before you do anything, I'd say go for that.
I can help Nanette with getting
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say you guys, Meili and Eldoris are tending to the wolves. You guys begin to try to crack what this magic goggles are about. Roll me Arcana with advantage.
Ooh.
Already very good.
Okay.
Oh.
Nanette, as you begin to peer into them and observe them magically, you can tell that these goggles have illumination built into them, perhaps to allow you to see in the dark.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be very
It could be helpful for Nanette too.
Yeah, because... Oh yeah, I do not have dark vision, so...
Yeah.
Nanette does not. Nanette does not have dark vision.
Yeah. I think May should, though. Maybe I could keep these.
I'd say after you discover that, you can put them in your pack for now. And you can deal with that when you get to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys finish deciphering this and figuring out what the mechanisms of these goggles are, that's where we are going to end today's session.
Puppy!
Puppy!
Puppy! Puppy, guys,
Splendid.
puppy!
Welcome to the end of the episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and you should rate it 5 stars and share it with your friends since you must have enjoyed it to come this far. Thank you all. Bye-bye.